Rockstar just did it again. They dropped another event month that just doesn't really appeal to players here. The March event in Red Dead Online has players very demotivated and unhappy about the state of the game because a lot of people just don't think that the bonuses are that good or even helpful, and then the discounts are also lacking as well. And they would be correct about those discounts. There's just not a whole lot this month that's really going to change and completely transform your gameplay experience if you don't have these unlocks just yet, but that doesn't mean that you should overlook them completely if you're still an active player of this game and don't have these items yet, or if you're just new to the game. Every monthly event for Red Dead Online, I do a buyer's guide reviewing and giving my own advice and tips on the discounts, and basically I showcase to you what's worth buying and also what's worth avoiding. So we're back yet again with another Red Dead Online buyer's guide covering the March update offerings. We of course have had better monthly events in the game in the past, but that doesn't mean everything here is bad news and should just be discarded, right? And I think it would actually be unwise to not take advantage of a few of the things here in game. So as we get started, if you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 as well as Red Dead Online, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Starting off, we have 30% off the Mauser pistol that's on sale for $420. This pistol deals 31.65 damage, and both this weapon and the semi-auto pistol have the same rate of fire. It holds 2 more shots per gun, but it does have a slightly slower reload speed when compared to the semi-auto, and I would recommend that you use this over the semi-auto when you're not using the ability card at Gunslinger's Choice, since 4 more total shots is going to be more useful than a slightly faster reload speed, as that's really the main difference between these two pistols. Overall, the Mauser pistol is a solid choice for players who want a nice, versatile, and powerful handgun that can be used effectively at medium and even long range. Its high rate of fire and accuracy also makes it a great choice for players out there who just want a reliable weapon for a lot of different combat situations. However, the higher cost as well as the longer reload time might not make it the best option for all players. But overall, it's just a decent discount, but I would recommend you check out the next one, which is 40% off all revolvers in the game. We have a bunch of different ones, so let's discuss basically kind of going from the cheapest to some of the more expensive options. So 40% off the Cattleman revolver. You can basically pick up a second one if you want to dual wield for $30. This weapon deals 30.9 damage, and stats wise, it doesn't really have anything too special to note, nor does it really suffer from any loss in stats anywhere besides maybe damage, where the LeMat and the Navy are going to deal much more. It's overall just a really solid PvE sidearm for headshots, but it's not particularly suggested for PvP due to the lower damage it has, and if you take into account the fire rate and the damage to get our DPS values, remember here, DPS for the weapon is before taking the reload speed into account. Overall, we have 30.9 damage per shot. If you dual wield with the Cattleman revolver, then you're going to be looking at 370.8 damage for a DPS value of 88. So to put it in 5-star legendary bounty enemy terms, it's about a 5 to 6 body shot per kill weapon. Moving on, we have the double action revolver on sale for $76.20. This deals the least amount of damage of the revolver category, sitting at 25.25 damage. It's also quite inaccurate in my opinion, so that along with a slower reload speed stat on the Cattleman make it another impractical choice as a sidearm. However, when you use the Gunslinger's Choice ability card, or even if you just spam Painted Black, it's going to become one of the most accurate weapons in the game. The double action revolver with the Gunslinger's Choice ability card is a very good PvE weapon for headshots if you don't mind the somewhat slow reload speed it has, and with 25.25 damage per shot, if you dual wield with the double actions, you're looking at a total of 303 damage for a DPS value of 97, but you're still going to be looking at 6 to 7 body shots to take down a 5-star legendary bounty target. Moving on, we have the Schofield revolver for sale for $115.20. This revolver deals 34 damage, but fires slightly slower than the Cattleman. It reloads slightly slower than the Cattleman when one-handed, and it's going to reload slightly faster than the Cattleman when dual wielded, interestingly enough. And this can make it a fair alternative to, again, the LeMat for PvE, as it has a reasonably quick reload speed, and it's going to be more comfortable to use because of that. With 34 damage per shot, dual wielded Schofields will afford you 408 total damage before reloading, which is going to put you at a DPS value of 85, and when again put against a tier 5 legendary bounty enemy, you only need 4 to 5 shots to kill. Moving on, we have the LeMat revolver on sale for $190.20. This weapon deals 38.85 damage, and it does boast a larger ammo capacity and a shotgun alternate fire. While it does have the slowest reload speed of the revolvers, the extra 3 shots make up for it in my opinion here. It's a great revolver both for PvE and especially PvE combat, and the LeMat revolver is in general just a really good contender here, as you can eclipse 689 damage with dual wielded LeMats against enemies, and that puts you at a DPS value of 97, matching the double actions DPS but with much more ammunition and a higher accuracy. And again, 4 body shots to kill on those tier 5 legendary bounty enemies. Then finally, we have the Navy revolver on sale for $165. This revolver deals 41.8 damage and is going to be the most accurate revolver in the class. It has a great advantage in PvE because you can deal consistent DPS even at slightly further ranges with this gun. However, due to the slow reload speed it has and the only 6-shot ammo capacity it has, you're going to be stuck reloading this revolver quite often. So I find it can be replaced with a couple other revolvers for PvE, but this revolver I would say is the optimal choice in my opinion anyways, as you get over 498 damage per dual wield Navy revolver set before reloading, and that means you'll boast a DPS value of 116 with the Navy revolvers. The Navy is also going to drop those 5-star legendary bounties enemies, the strongest, most tanky standard groups of enemies in the game, with only 3 but sometimes 4 shots, so overall it's really good. Between the LeMat and the Navy, both are fantastic. You'll want to choose the LeMat if you want 9-round ammo capacity and that shotgun alternate fire, but if you want to do a little more damage and don't worry about the reload speed and you also like the accuracy, the Navy revolver is going to be a solid choice for you. After that, we have 40% off all work and riding horses in the game. In the sprawling and immersive world of Red Dead Online, the choice of your steed, I would say, can significantly impact your gameplay experience, but it's not like the most important thing. I would say the saddle and stirrup combo is going to be more important, but those things aren't on discount. But either way, when a horse is on discount, it's definitely an opportune time to consider upgrading your companion to one that not only matches your aesthetic preferences, but it's going to enhance your in-game efficiency and enjoyment. So starting off with those riding horses, we have the Tennessee Walker, Kentucky Saddler, and the Morgan. These are often the initial choice for many players here because they're known for their decent agility and decent speed, but at a much cheaper price tag than most other horses in the game. And these are just excellent for those players who are just starting their journey across the vast landscapes of the frontier. They have a smooth gait, they have a calm demeanor, and they're overall, I would say, just a reliable starting choice for surviving predators as well as enemy encounters. But in general, they're just going to be an entry-level hardy option. There's obviously going to be better choices if you want to spend the money. So talking about that, we also have the workhorses like the Appaloosas, the American Paints, and the Dutch Warmbloods. These are invaluable investments during this discount period, honestly. The workhorses are renowned for their strength and stamina, so overall they're ideal companions for players engaged in a variety of tasks like me when I go money grinding from either hunting, to bounty hunting, to trading, naturalist, etc. The Appaloosa in particular is one of my favorite horses in the game. It's got its strikingly beautiful spotted coats, it's got a nice robust build, and you get offered both style and substance as you traverse the map. Its resilience and calm under fire also make it a superb choice for those looking to balance that aesthetic appeal with practical performance. Then you get the American Paints with unique coat patterns, and then the Dutch Warmbloods, which are also known for their more muscular frame and exceptional stamina. Overall, all of these are excellent choices for players who want a reliable workhorse that can handle all sorts of the game's demands. Ultimately, like I say, whenever I review horses, there's no definitive quote-unquote best horse in Red Dead Online. The choice between a riding horse and a workhorse as well kind of just depends on your gameplay style and preferences. However, given the significant discounts this month, opting for a workhorse like the visually stunning and dependable Appaloosa, in my opinion, could be definitely a savvy move here. Not only are you going to benefit from the practical advantages of the horse, but you'll also have the pleasure of exploring the game's breathtaking landscapes on a steed here that turns heads with its beauty. So with that being said, that's basically all the stat changing discounts, but we also have 30% off all emotes, 40% off all repeater and revolver ammo, 40% off all roll outfits, 40% off the Pacific Union cap at Madame Nazar, 40% off the Taurus and Guero ponchos, as well as 50% off all shirts and skirts in the game if you want to take advantage of those as well, but there's really nothing to review right there. So we're going to wrap things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.